Change. Imagine you have a maze filled with mice. Running around inside there are all those different mice. We are running around collecting these treats. We can collect lots of these treats. We can even start using our skills to earn treats that other mice have collected, or we can do favours for one another. We can even trade our treats with one another as well. Some mice are not getting as many treats as they should, some are not getting any at all and struggling and starving, and some are getting sick. One day a mouse looks up and he sees lots of well-organised mice above him throwing the treats into the maze. And he says, wow, who are those guys? And what are they doing throwing treats into the maze? Throwing treats into the maze. And then that mouse might just ask, where are these treats coming from? Who makes them? And then as he looks up again, he thinks, I can't find out, so he climbs up out of the maze to take a look. And as he climbs out of the maze, he sees these well-organised mice actually creating the treats as well as putting them inside the maze. He also sees at the far end of the maze that these well-organised mice are also creating extensions to the maze, so they physically created the maze that he lives in. His perception is completely altered. He says, wow, this is not fair. I'm chasing these treats, but it doesn't matter how many I get, it doesn't matter how many I own or how much I do, those guys are creating them, so I'm always submitting my power to those persons. I can never truly change this maze because they've designed it, they've created it, and they're filling it with the treats. So then what does the little mouse do? He starts to speak to other persons, he starts to wake up to the mice inside the maze and say, hey, look up and look what they're doing. Look up what they're doing. The other mice start to look up, but some don't look up because some have baby mice at home and they need to get those treats, so they can't feed their baby mice. And what do they want to listen to him for about looking up to see these well-organised mice who are throwing the treats down there? He's got baby mice who need feeding, so he needs to get those treats. So he's not going to look up and look at them. But in amongst all of that, then you have some mice who have hoarded so many treats. They have so many treats that those mice that are running around looking for treats for their babies, you can give them an abundant life. You can share their treats with them and say, look up. So that mouse can look up. It doesn't need to run around to feed its children. It can look up and say, I see them too. When you get that truly one abundant mouse who sits on a huge mound of treats, then he can start to influence the will of the maze. That mice with all of the treats can peer over the top of the maze and see what's going on. And if enough mice hear about this successful mouse inside the maze who has all of the treats, then they will come and listen to this mouse because this mouse has something to offer them. This mouse can offer change. I see change. This mouse can offer change. I see change. Mouse can offer change. I see change. This mouse can offer change. I see change. This mouse can offer change.